Hello. This is a fairly lighthearted video that I want to share. Uh, Thanking everyone for the kind wishes on my birthday. Uh, it's kind of a big one. 55. Closer to the end than I am to the beginning. And over the last 10, 15 years, I've tried to evolve myself to be a kinder, more thoughtful, more inclusive person. From where I was at 19 to where I am now, I am a completely different person. Not that many of the people that are on my Facebook would know that, but it's true. Uh, at 16, I was starting to become an alcoholic, and by 19, I had become a very entitled, very selfish person. And at 19 was really when my drinking took off. At 26, I quit. And doing so, one of the things I was told, and I'm sure anybody who has had someone who has gone through recovery or has done it themselves, you have to do it for you. And that's what I did. I quit cold turkey. And I tried to embrace being a much better person than I previously had been. Took many. I think I was naive that if I changed my behavior, that it would happen like that. It didn't. I had a lot of ingrained thought patterns about people and judgments that took several years to change, along with life experiences that forced me to make those changes. I now look at people as just people. You know, color of skin or ethnic, your ethnic background really doesn't matter to me. Your actions speak louder than anything else you do. And I've learned that that is true for myself. And sometimes maybe I don't because of the way I was. Um, doesn't always come across in person. I like people. I like being around people. I'm at the age now where I really don't want to work anymore. And with my recent diagnosis of ataxia, eventually in the near future, I will be on disability. Um, it is a progressive disease, and at some point, I may lose the function of who I am now or who I've been. And that bothers me because from the moment I quit drinking, I wanted to be somebody who would change the way people look at alcoholics. I guess I've done that in a way by changing my behavior. I me years recovering. Nearly double the age of my father when he passed when I was 7. I don't know what the future holds. I am going to make an attempt to do school, do therapy, physical therapy to try and offset the onset of what's going on. I'm having problems walking. And I know probably by Christmas I will not be able to work only because of the kind of work I do requires me to be able to walk and uneven surfaces, and it's very difficult now. Hopefully I can stave that off. I've ever believed and every hope that I can do so. God, it's something in my eye. Not not crying. Though I am emotional. We all grow up with desire, make our mark in the world in some way, be it rich, be it famous, neither of which I am. I guess my mark is I see someone going through a difficult time, and I never really had someone when I was going through my most difficult times. It was positive and God, what did I get in my eye? They could show me the way. I just kept battling. That's all I knew how to do. I've learned no matter how nice I am, there are always going to be people that are shitty. They're going to discount you. And this world has become much more that way than when I was younger. It saddens me. As I've gotten older, I have reaffirmed my faith in God, which I think it was always there, but I had started attending church, and the message spoke to me in my interactions on Facebook. I try to help people realize they are more than their circumstances. Things come and go, negative things come and go, you know, losing a job, not having enough money. The important thing is to stick with it, no matter what. Stick with it. You may have your doubts, but in your mind, just stick with it and be able to also interact with people in a way that is positive and not negative and not put out the energy, negative energy about a circumstance or a happening that is negative in your life. I'm not saying do nothing about it. Many times when it's a stranger, it's not important when you're dealing with them in your work to pass off the emotion to them because you need to let it out. There are ways to do that, and you have to find that way. In my life, I've survived birth in a hospital where I had no power. I survived losing my father at age 7, and I believe I've become a decent adult male. I overcame addiction half my life since I quit. I've been sober. The amount of time I have it's a large number. It's not anywhere near what some people have, but I'm proud of it. I overcame not having a mentor when I was in my formative years, someone that would show me, train me to be an adult. And at a certain point, I just realized I had to be compassionate, honest, and have integrity. And yet, do it all with sense of humor when negative things happen. I realize now not a lot of people can do that. I Years from now will probably be some faceless, nameless guy. Somebody finds this video. They may not understand things I went through. Difficulties. I think some of those difficulties may have led to the ataxia I have now. I've also overcome depression twice, trying to attempt to take my life. Now I have this. And I also know, after all I've been through, I can't keep fighting this stuff off forever. I'm going to do the best job I can of managing what I have. There is no cure, but it is manageable. It is progressive, different in everyone. My dream when I quit drinking was to be someone who could reach others, give them insight into how bad addiction was and to avoid it altogether. I especially wanted to help kids because I had no one there when I was a kid. And I think if I maybe had that, maybe some of the stuff, some of the things I went through may not have happened, but there's always a reason for it. Maybe this is my reason. Maybe me going through this to be able to verbalize and educate someone to help them understand that, yeah, alcohol is good in the moment, but depending upon what your family history is with health and whatnot, and genetically, you may be more predisposed to things like ataxia and other ailments that afflict people who are drinking. I was very lucky. I never hurt anyone in an accident. I never was involved in an accident, drinking and driving. Those are the first two things that come to mind. But you also have different diseases that come from alcoholism. Most prominent is cirrhosis, and that can happen to someone quickly, or it may take longer to expose itself to you. I'm grateful for the life I've had, and I have fought hard, and I'm not gonna stop fighting because if I can pull off school, and even if I just get to the point where I graduate, that'll be enough for me. I just there's a part of me knows I wasted a good part of my life, but a lot of it had to do with probably some of the side effects of things that go on when you're drinking. Sometimes drinking can be done out of fear of facing what's in front of you because you're too overwhelmed by situations. Extremely nervous. I got I got bullied when I was a kid. I was afraid to ask the girl that I wanted out to dance when I was in middle school. These are things that they're regrets, and I see I see some of these young people just doing it. For a time, it bugged me because you can't do that. Yeah, you can. You only get one. You only get one turn in life, and one moment, and at some point, the alcoholism, I think, took some of my bravado out of me. Not all of it, but some of it. And the important part is to seize an opportunity. If it's something that you want, I hope down the road I'll be able to speak to young people and help them understand the dangers of drugs and alcohol and everything that goes with that. And talk about grief. I know that well. I grew up in an age before they have grief counseling and stuff like that. And I work with kids and they have grief. And, it's hard for a young child when they've lost someone to express grief and understand that it is death is a part of life. People say it so flippantly, but sometimes a child needs someone to help them get through that. I think every time a child does. And in the volunteer group I work with, there are parents that hold back the cause of death, which I think is a huge mistake because eventually, sometime in their life, a child finds out, and many times I would have to believe that there is anger and develops a distrust with the surviving parent. Depression, I also understand it, and it nearly overtook me, but I'm so lucky that I have people that look out for me. I am gonna go the way God intended, not by something in my own hand. Depression is like Be another person living in your brain. And you have to find a way to get past it. It's not easy. You gotta fight with all you got. Keep searching for an answer until you find it. And the answer is not hurting yourself. The answer is finding out what's causing it. So, but this is my birthday, so it's a happy day. But I wanted to share these things to help people understand that I've had a long, crazy road. I've had many happy things. I met people that I admire, that I consider heroes. I had one hero who ended up becoming a hero to me. I don't think I would have made it this far without him. I miss him greatly. I know that wherever he is, it's a better place for him. I know near the end he was suffering, and my suffering is just beginning. But I'm going to battle through it and see at the end. There's a line in Rocky 2 where Apollo tells Rocky, "You're going down." And Rocky says, "I ain't going down no more." I've always loved that. That and another scene in Rocky 2 when Apollo wants a rematch and his staff, his trainer and whatnot, are trying to discourage it. Apollo asks, "Give me the real story. Why don't you want to see?" He goes, "You want the truth?" He goes, "Yeah, I want the truth." And his response was, "I saw you hit that man like I'd never seen no man get hit before." And the man kept coming. And the first time I saw that, I said, "That's the guy I want to be. I'm not giving up." God's going to have to take me. Taxi is just a physical ailment. Who knows? Maybe somebody will find something and work on this. Until then, I'm just going to keep fighting and pursue the things I want to do. I don't give up. It's not who I am. Now, I'm going to end this, but I wanted to share this because who knows what is going to happen in the future. I just wanted to put this out there so that people know that, you know, I like the people who are on my Facebook. And yes, sometimes I can be a bit annoying with post after post after post. But I think these the things I post are things that people need to see. Sometimes funny, sometimes enlightening, sometimes just to make you think and make you take a break from yourself when maybe you're beating yourself up too much. I never do that anymore. I don't beat myself up. I know that I give my best every time I open my eyes and walk out my apartment door. And you folks do too, but sometimes you need to hear or see something that changes your approach, maybe makes it a better day for you. Well, thank you for all the birthday wishes. I appreciate it very much. My family's so far away. It's been very hard for a long time. So you're kind of a second family for me. I appreciate all the well wishes and kindnesses you show me. Thank you.